Shalom, everyone. All praises to Yahweh, the Elohim of Yasharal. And I was wanting to speak on about Elohim, what that means. You know, he is the top God. You know what I'm saying? He's over the cherubim. They are at his commands. That's why when he tries to explain who he is and there's no other, then he'll go into talking about the sun, moon, and stars and how they're, you know, he created them by the greatness of his strength and named them, you know, everything comes from him. So Elohim, you know, all is Yahweh. He is Abba and Al. You know what I'm saying? He's the top. And then Allah is the spirits. He's over these cherubim. Elohim is hand, which is reversed as EY, hand, and then the M, shoot, I ain't even practiced the dang symbols in so long. I done forgot what that one was. What was it? I know it means, in the waters. Okay, I'm gonna just move along. Anyways, so there's this, I can't believe I can't think of that right now. But anyways, so this brother, I want to show y'all how he's in error. He's going to fall for this test of inversion, right? He's not listening to Yahweh's voice. So this is a good example of what I'm trying to help Yasharel see what they need to do opposite of what he's doing. So I'm going to play the video. I'm going to let him talk. He's just talking about the wars coming, and he thinks it's over for Esau, which is the whites. He's one of those Psalms 83 in it. Him and that big Judah guy that's leading many astray. Yeah, there's a lot of them. There's so many of them. That DFG, yeah, he's messenger in the last days, whatever. He's on one too. And he's prideful and arrogant, just like all the idolaters are, and they really think that they're not in error. And I've tried to help them multiple times. Yahweh's having me warn everybody multiple times, like a little pest, you know what I'm saying? Just like, until finally, you know, you might hear what he's trying to say, but y'all are so concerned about the skin color. See, that's what's going to get a lot of y'all. Okay, so anyways, I'm going to play this. And I'm going to stop it if I need to say anything, because I'm sure I'm going to have a little bit to say throughout it.
That's yet to be determined. We know that according to scriptures, you know, we are in the last days because the Gentiles have reached the zenith of their power, and, you know, they're on the way down. You know, their kingdom, Esau's kingdom, this is toward the end of it. As our father and our mother spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh, raise up the Israelites once again. You know, and that started first with the spiritual knowledge. And the physical stuff will come afterwards. It's always the spiritual first. So, you know, I mean, is this the grand finale of all wars? That's yet to be determined. We'll see in time. We shall see in time. But before our Messiah comes back, Scripture says that, you know, the Israelites will be gathered in the second Exodus. You know, from all nations and all islands on earth, Israel shall be gathered. And before the tribulation starts, according to Scripture.
That's okay. What do you say? You know, from all the nations and islands on the earth, Israel shall be gathered. And before the tribulation starts, according to Scripture,
Revelation chapter 12, Israel will be led into a place preserved for my Elohim in the wilderness for the Israelites. So we will be led into the wilderness at the appointed time of Yah.
You can tell he's lying. Look how he's talking.
We will be there for 3.5 years.
He don't know it. He don't know the lies.
Scripture also says in Revelation chapter 12 that, you know, Satan
So he's saying that Yasharel will be gathered before tribulation. What does Jeremiah 30 say? Jeremiah 30 says that Yasharel is going to be saved out of Jacob's trouble. Isaiah 30 says that he's going to, he says, though I give you bread of adversity and water of affliction, you will see your teacher with your own eyes, and face to face, and you will hear a voice behind you saying, this is the way to go. And you will be like one with the flute, going into the mountain of Yahweh. You'll be like a pilgrimage. It'll be like a song in the night when the holy solemnity is kept, which is Pesach. Like one that goes in the flute to the Jerusalem, to the mountain of Yahweh. That's all in Isaiah 30. So what he just said is lie. But I'm going to continue to let him tell what he thinks is going to happen.
Water comes out of his mouth, but we know water represents people in the Bible. Okay, so he sends some kind of army after the children.
See, this is what I was talking about. They're talking about some water, right? They keep talking about this water. I've noticed Yahweh, I don't see nothing Yahweh says about water in the wilderness except that he's going to provide, he's going to do this really this sign for you. He's going to beautify the wilderness. He's going to provide water there. And another scripture says from a distance you will see the land, right, in the back. And you, what is that? Isaiah 33? And you will meditate terror and thinking, where are the Syrians that, kept records? The scribes. See, y'all think these scribes is the ebook and all these, the M word in Daniel 12, that prince of Yasharel. Y'all are looking up thinking this is y'all's prince. When really your prince is down here on earth. Micah, at the end of Micah 2, I ain't got that verse remembered yet. At the end of Micah 2, Yahweh is leading leading the children of Yasharel into the wilderness of the nations. And David too. David is king. Isaiah 55, David himself. That's future prophecy. The sure mercies of David. There's plenty of other scriptures that back up that he himself will sit on his throne and he will have righteous descendants up under him that will judge throughout the land, the nations, is what it's looking like to me. But David is going to be in Jerusalem, that's for sure. He's going to be Yahweh's arm. He is the one that's going to proclaim, Isaiah 40, the good news, and in Isaiah 52 too. See, those two chapters go together. But y'all think Isaiah 40, John the Baptist, and, JC in the Gospels was Isaiah 40. And then y'all think, you say you don't believe JC fulfilled Isaiah 53, but y'all think Isaiah 52 has already come to pass. Y'all think all of Koresh's prophecies have come to pass, where he's briefly mentioned at Isaiah 41, where Yahweh exposes the one being raised up from the east, this king on unfamiliar ground. And it's also exposing in that chapter that Cyrus, king of Persia, didn't fulfill nothing. And so does Isaiah 44, where he says he exposes the false prophets as liar, making diviners mad, turning wise men backward, thus proving them to be fools. See, this book of Proverbs is making y'all think that, hold on, y'all, I was just going off into something else. I was thinking about two things at one time, believe it or not. Yes, this is how my head does, man. And then I'll forget totally what I'm thinking about. But what just gripped my mind is Isaiah 57. I done made a post this morning saying I'm going to make a 3-minute video over it. And I'm going to show y'all. I know that nobody is seeing it like, well, I know, I don't see it. So what I've seen, how everybody breaks this chapter down, what they think this chapter says, you know what I'm saying? I know where all the lies are inserted and what Yahweh really says. And we're like, you know what I'm saying? I've been studying this stuff. Like, hardcore. But Isaiah 57 is reading. Oh, man, it scared me. It's scaring me. It's scaring me. And you know what? Where it says, you children of transgressors, you know how you pour out the tongue and you make it wide, right?